get past a certain point without ID. Or
You got a call for service for photography?
So we didn't
Wow.
go past that point. We were just kind of inspecting the interior of the building that we pay for. And she gets all upset. I mean, she's got some character issues, but
You're a little dangerous,
we already
man.
wrapped it up. The building manager
Came down and told her she's wrong.
We have the right constitutionally to record. We weren't going past their little area where you have to ID or have a badge. But yeah, they flipped out. We already left, but we noticed you guys came, so out of courtesy, we're not gonna, be running away or down the sidewalk from you guys. We know we're not doing nothing wrong. So.
Yeah, the building manager came down and calmed her down. She was way out of control. Wow.
Oh, it was quite a.
Told her straight up, you're wrong. They have every right to do it, as long as they don't go past the security, sign-in area, which we did.
Okay.
He was like, thanks, guys. And we're like, that's cool.
We seen these over here out of courtesy,
Yeah.
come back.
Since you got a call for service for doing a legal activity, we figured we'd at least say hi.
I appreciate that.
All right, guys.
It's also like, like also seen as disorderly persons, this is one of our guards.
Yeah, she was very disorderly.
But she's very professional in her manner. Right?
She's a dangerous, deranged, demented individual.
I have a question.
She really is. She's very crazy.
You guys are in the State Archives building, right? Is that where you're based out of? Your troop?
We can't say we're based out of
State Archives?
That's fine. Yeah,
where do you report to when you come in over State Road down the street right there, right? Governor's building?
That was not our unit.
Oh, that's not your troop unit?
No.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
we're a separate unit, kind of under the same umbrella, but no, we don't actually operate from that.
They wanted us to ID just to go past the point to talk to people in the police station, which is
I wanted to get some records at the archives building, and they're like, you got an ID? And I'm like, I already went through the metal detector, so I'm
I don't
safe.
know the archives building in there.
Yeah.
I don't really know the rules. Like I said, we're kind of like the mobile side, like. They're more in this, so I don't really know. I don't ever really go into the archives, the museum.
Yeah, I mean, I came from out of state. I didn't know I needed ID to get in to get some records. You know what I mean? And then lo and behold, they wouldn't let us in. So hopefully I can get them offline. My records.
I can't answer your question about that because I don't really know.
Our sergeant right here, he can probably answer all your questions better if anything.
It's all good.
I think he knows. I think he used to work over there, so he might be able to help you. But again, procedurally, I don't know. The archives.
It's all good.
You've been in there more than I have.
Yeah. Like I said, I just wanted to get some records. I didn't realize I had to get ID. So.
ID thing everywhere now.
Personal records?
It is.
Like state records, history records? Or
Actual state records.
You need to show this ID. It's just a policy, and law enforcement are enforcing this policy.
I actually wanted to get some state records.
With the Constitution,
some archives from about 10 years ago.
I ask because certain records you do have to show ID. Like for instance, if you want to get an accident report record or anything like that nature, you got to show your ID. So you
from you guys, really?
Yeah.
Boy, things have changed. Everybody wants ID for some reason nowadays. You know what I mean? Yeah. We believe in the Fourth Amendment, which gives us a right to kind of keep that protected. Right. So when we go into a public building, trying to just get some information from a public building that we pay for, we're amazed that we have to ID just to give up my Fourth Amendment just to go into a public building. Like, what? Where am I? Korea?
Yeah. Korea, North Korea, Germany.
But all right, we didn't want to walk away from you guys. Just want to make sure you guys were cool. Hi, Sergeant. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Yeah, the building manager already diffused that very dangerous person in there. Kind of told her exactly what's right and wrong. So hopefully she'll know next time someone comes in to say hi that we're not there to do anything besides film.
It's hit or miss because some people that come here with the cameras and everything, they're a little more inflammatory than others. So I don't really know what to expect.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we were just taken aback by the abuse we were given in there, So.
Some of the public buildings you guys go to, do they have like a point of contact, like a public relations?
Well, we went to City Hall, and the mayor's aide, Connor, gave me his business card because I wanted to sit with the mayor and discuss a few things with him, and he was very congenial. Of course, he wouldn't let us in or past a certain point without showing ID. We're not there for that purpose. We're actually here to get records, to talk to people, to see if we can get information on accountability and transparency. I know.
We know this is a big thing these days. So we encounter you guys like.
Well, it's important though. Why does everybody hide things that are public records? Why is it so difficult to get into a public building? So this is my issue.
Well, there's a simple explanation to that.
The paranoia?
Unfortunately, we're just living in a more dangerous society. I mean, active shooters are through the roof. We don't know who's who, so we just want to make sure that people are in the building are safe. That's all.
I've heard that many times. So if I go through a metal detector, show I have no weapons on me, would my showing my ID make me less dangerous? No. So there's the point I'm making. You know what I mean? It's more of just the intrusion of my right to not give up that information freely, because I don't really have to through the Fourth Amendment. So if I've already gone through the channels and gone through metal detectors and patted down and wanded, what am I going to do? Punch someone? Poke them with a knife? Poke them with a pencil? You know, that's not what we're about. We're here to actually get records. We're here to actually get accountability and transparency from our government employees.
We just want to see these buildings.
It's impossible. It really is.
Which buildings are you referring to that?
We went to the State House. We went to City Hall.
So when they asked to see your driver's license, your ID, was it because they needed to sign you in?
Yes, it's the sign-in process. So that the free tour they have at the State House, or that free
But it's
tour.
more like to sign you in. It's all about accountability.
Let's go have a tour. This is great. So we walk in.
Say there's a fire,
security thing.
and security has to
mean,
make sure everyone's out.
You
know
can
what I'm saying?
be
So
filming
they
and
can go
things
down
like
on
that
lists
in
and
certain
who's
areas, in other areas you can't, simply for
but my
security
thing is,
issues,
when they took the
but everyone
ID,
has to show
they
ID.
scanned
Understand the
They
part about
basically
security
run you
issues.
all
You know,
around,
we
so
don't
you
go
bring
behind
things forward.
closed doors. We don't go in the
Identification goes
courtrooms.
hand in hand with
Basically
security.
jot
That's
We were
down
just at the courthouse, the federal courthouse, and a guy named Paul, who was one of the marshals, very congenial, looked up some laws for us that have been passed recently that changed what we can do. You know, so we bump into some really polite people like yourself, you know, who understand kind of what we're just doing. You don't exercise it, you lose it.
Security's worried
You know
about
what
it. That's
I
why
mean?
it's kind of like you said, when they take
You guys have taken oaths to uphold the rights that are being taken away from us. So a lot of authority figures will rather
Did they keep your
protect policy than the law they've been upheld through oath to uphold. So it's just an amazing study of psychology and the way the world has turned, in my eyes as an older person. It really is. When I was young, none of this was going on. So what changed? 9/11? The paranoia? It's done on purpose. You know, a little bit to scare people, to take away our rights, to be able to take more and more and more away from the citizens. Now, this is America. We're free individuals.
I can tell you confidently, pre-9/11, you couldn't walk into the State House building and just walk around with the camera. That wasn't allowed either.
Okay, I don't know that, so thank you. You know, but you know, in the 80s, 90s, you know, it was a lot more freer. You know,
And no one really had an interest either.
you know, that's very true, and that's part of the problem. Is no one cared. No one really paid attention. And then when it got a little bit too late, when the line was already crossed and they're pushing more of our rights away, it's impossible for he or I to show up with the camera and kind of exercise our rights. Because it's too late. Policies are in place. You guys show up, you know, on and on and on. So,
well, we actually show up because all these state buildings, we're
in charge
essentially
of.
in charge of for security purposes.
And I understand they have.
They're the first line of supervision,
Correct.
and then
And I know they're custodials of the buildings, and I understand that they have certain rules and regulations that they would abide by. But again, do you have to take my rights away to do that? That's the problem I have. You know what I mean? And why do you have to? If I give you my name, does that make me any more dangerous or less dangerous? No. No, it doesn't. It's a formality, and they figure that's the way to keep
But is this all about if you want to come
certain things away? You know, whatever. You know, I'm just here to point a camera at the change. That's what I'm doing. And boy, it's an amazing thing. You know, when you go into a building where there's public officials or public employees, I have every right to record them in their public duties.
Well, within reason. Because there is an expectation of privacy as well. Some of these buildings are privately owned and they're leased by the state.
That's a good point. And I can be trespassed from that building. That is correct, because it's not a public building per se.
Most of these buildings are privately owned.
Right. See, and is that done on purpose or not? Who knows? Who cares? You know what I mean?
I just don't think the state has billions upon billions of
Thank
dollars.
you. That is correct. Yep. You're right. So good for you. Well, I appreciate your time. I don't want to hold you guys up. This was a silly call. We told her don't bother.
We always come out to the center, right?
Well, you have to.
We have to talk with basically all the guards because not everyone's actually familiar with what you guys, you know, are allowed to do, what you're not allowed to do. So we're going to actually incorporate that into the training.
Good point.
Yeah.
So did you talk to them?
Well,
Yes.
she's actually being spoken to right now.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so
And that's all we ask.
she'll have a better understanding in the future when she encounters you guys.
Now, I get it that people don't want cameras pointed at them all the time. I understand that. Okay, but there's cameras pointed at all of us all the time. Just because I'm holding the one that you don't like, come on. You know what I mean? Relax. It's okay. But we get it. We don't push it. We're not here to argue. We're here to actually get some information that we never get. So we've got some good contacts from being around today, and hopefully we can go a little bit further with information that we're looking for and go from there.
The same sense.
All right.
All right.
Thank you very much. Take care.
Good. Take care.
All right, man. This is
All right.
easy.
Mr. Caldwell. Thank you, man.
Well, that's that.
Good. Well, there you go. Man, his hand was cold. It is cold today.